So what were three of the biggest setbacks in my brick and mortar business build? The kind that make your stomach churn. The kind that make you question the entire decision to start a small business in the first place. I'll tell you, but first, you need to understand why these setbacks feel so brutal in the moment. Because it's not just the money, it's not just the delay, it's the emotional hit. It's that feeling that you're losing control. And that's what makes founders spiral. So before I give you the three setbacks, here's the mindset shift that kept me sane. Don't start unless you're mentally prepared for 1,000 things to go wrong. I literally mean 1,000. Because when you expect smooth progress, every problem feels personal. Every delay feels like disrespect. And every mistake feels like you're being taken advantage of. Now, with that frame in mind, here are three examples from my build. First, my lease negotiations got delayed for an entire month because of a single sentence. So one sentence in the contract. It took weeks of back and forth to get the language correct that actually protected me, but it cost me a full month of progress. Second, I didn't realize that certain packages were wildly overpriced until I got my general contractor quotes back. So the lighting package, the plumbing package, functionally normal and boring items were quoted at double what they needed to be. And that's the moment you realize that those earlier phases aren't just creative, they're financial. And if you didn't catch it early, you pay for it later, in money or time. Third, and this one still makes my stomach churn. Through a miscommunication, my general contractor removed a second fire exit door from the back of the building, cut it out, bricked up the opening, then the landlord noticed the bricks were a different color, told us we had to remove the fresh brick, reinstall the door all over again with new brick. And in the process, all that work damaged the inside wall of one of my restrooms. Real money, real time, real stress. And those are just three setbacks. I've got more. So if you're building something right now, you've probably had your own version of those. But here's the part most don't realize. You can get through this without losing your freaking mind. But first, you need to stop treating setbacks like surprises, because they're not surprises. They are the course. You're negotiating with people who have done this hundreds of times. Landlords, designers, architects, general contractors, and a whole host of vendors of all shapes and sizes. And you're doing it for the first time every time. So the process is high friction by default. Now, here are the techniques that changed everything for me. When something goes wrong, don't catastrophize, don't personalize it, don't spiral. Instead, label it and count it, like actually count it. Say, okay, that's number one, 999 more to go. That sounds ridiculous, but it actually works because it turns problems into progress. Every time you solve means you're moving forward. You're learning. You're getting closer to opening. And if you want the final loop here, the thing that separates founders who finish from founders who just go crazy and burn out, it's not talent. It's not motivation. It's emotional control under pressure. So detach from the drama. That's really hard, but if you use this technique, it's easier. Then you can focus on the next decision. You can treat every curveball like a checkpoint. One down, next one coming, and keep moving forward to the finish line. Now, here's an analogy that also helped me get through this. Think of your brick and mortar build as an obstacle course. Now, would you voluntarily decide to take on an obstacle course and then run to that first obstacle, stare at it and go, oh my God, there's an obstacle in my way. What am I gonna do? This is ridiculous. Of course not. That's exactly what you signed up for. And when you work out how to get through that first obstacle, guess what? You're soon gonna encounter a second, and you know it. A brick and mortar business build is no different than an obstacle course. So if you frame the challenge that way, and if you think about the entire experience from that perspective, you're going to get through this not unscathed. Not going to promise you that. You will be scathed. You will have scars, but it's going to be a lot easier to get all the way through to the finish line.